Michael Collins, ESPN golf analyst, with us now. Michael, what's your takeaway from his first round, from Tiger's first round?
It was amazing. And you know what the biggest takeaway is? We know that Tiger doesn't like to talk about his injuries whatsoever when it comes to, his body out there. But when he talked to Michael Eaves after his round, and he kind of just, I want to say giggled, but it was one of those, and he goes, people have no idea what my team and I had to go through just to get to this point. Normally, Tiger doesn't talk about his body until after the fact. And the fact that he kind of let us behind the curtain there just a little bit says something about, for him, what he understood it took for him to get to this point. And even he was kind of proud of that, which he normally doesn't let that stuff out, especially in the middle of a tournament. So even Tiger knows that what he's doing right now is above and beyond what anyone else would even attempt.
MC, I'm not equating Tiger to my situation at all, but every time when I swing, because my injury's in my left leg, when I complete my follow-through, that pivoting after a while, like after a day or two, like it gets really sore. Are you seeing anything live in action? Because just watching that kind of thrust that he gets from that back foot, I saw him push a couple of tee shots. Are you seeing anything that makes it stand out? I wonder how that's going to be the cumulative effect over a couple of days with that.
Well, that's the thing, too, and he hasn't played 18 holes day after day after day. So this is going to be only the first time where he's played 18 holes the day before, and now 18 holes again after walking this golf course. The one thing that I did see at the very end on 18 is when he went to take that tee shot, where normally you got to have a lot of power, he didn't push off of that right leg quite as hard as he normally would have. It was a lot of body swing there, but that's the athleticism that he has and how strong his core is, that he could still generate enough speed and get to that left side. I know this sounds a lot like inside baseball for people listening right now, like, what are you talking about? But basically, it's like a baseball swing, and it would be like if a baseball player couldn't use his right side and was still trying to hit home runs. And that's what Tiger was able to do, was able to get to his left side because of his core strength and still hit a drive that he pulled a little bit left, but it was going to go far.
Michael, it's very easy, right, to ask you, oh, what's the reaction of the other golfers, blah, 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 but I'm not going to do that. When will Tiger strike fear in those other golfers? When will that moment come?
It's not coming. You're talking about the Tiger of 2007, 2008. Like, you're talking about the intimidation Tiger who, after 1997, winning here 25 years ago, everybody understood when his name went on the leaderboard, it was game over. The guys that are out here now, it's a different breed of golfers that are out here. It's a different generation, and Tiger's different. I mean, back then, Tiger didn't hang out with guys or go to the clubhouse and eat in the lunchroom or be in the locker room. You never saw him because he didn't want those guys to be his friends. He wanted them to be afraid of him. Now, he's a different Tiger Woods. He's cool with guys being friends with him and whatnot. He still wants to beat them, and he still can beat them on occasion. But the guys that are out here now, they understand, like, it's an elder statesman Tiger Woods. So they're not going to be afraid of him ever on the golf course, but what they will be is they'll be in reverence of him. And like in 2019 when he won, remember how many guys made a lot of mistakes coming down the stretch, and Tiger just didn't make any mistakes. They weren't afraid of Tiger, but they just got out of their own games.
Michael, this is a very interesting subject to me. When you have dominant players, in a given game, or a fighters in boxing, right? When they're no longer at their best, when they're not at the good, Tiger Woods at his best may have been the goodest player of all time, right? But,
right.
But when you're that good, sometimes you're intimidating others. We don't know how great you are. How do you overcome adversity? All those things. So when some fighters like Muhammad Ali in his second career are no longer at their goodest, then we find out about their greatness. Has there been any talk from Tiger or anyone around him about that kind of opportunity at this point in his career, even what he's doing right now, for example?
No, because we don't know yet exactly what Tiger's long-term plans are and what exactly he's going to do. So what you're asking and what you're wanting to know about is something that is better left to hindsight. because we don't know how many tournaments he's going to play in the future. He might play 4 a year. He might only play the majors. He might play 7 a year. So until we see the kind of schedule that he has moving forward, then we'll be able to kind of figure out, all right, let's see exactly what he can still do. But until then, man, I'm having too much fun just enjoying this moment right now.
Michael, in 10 seconds, where do you expect him to be on the leaderboard after today?
Right around the top 20. I would think. I don't think he's going to play quite as well today as he did yesterday, but I think he's going to make the cut and be here for the weekend.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.